Welcome to Daily Sama. This is Dr. Shalini Bahl, and we meet every day on work days to practice and play with one mindfulness skill from my book, Return to Mindfulness. Welcome, welcome. And today I thought I will pick a practice without looking and trusting that we will get the practice that we need during this busy time of the year, which can be wonderful, but also lonely sometimes and overwhelming. So instead of picking a card that I know, I'm going to pick a card that you need because what comes for you is going to serve me and what comes for me serves you. So I'm going to trust and without looking, trust that whatever practice we get today is the one that we most need today. So, taking a breath with me and creating an intention, maybe receive a practice that serves us well, serves our communities, our loved ones. And with that intention, picking this one practice, what did we get? Oh, so we picked the practice, emotions are my friends. That's a good one. The rainbow. Yes. I love this, isn't it? Thank you for noticing and appreciating. These are all the different mindfulness skills color coded into 8 different skills. And the one I picked today is the emotions are my friends. This is a curiosity practice, and we are bringing curiosity to our emotions. So, when we're busy, often we ignore what is happening deeper down. We may take deep breaths. We talked about that a few days ago, that when we feel overwhelmed or there's a lot going on, most of us who've been practicing will remember to breathe. And that does help the sympathetic nervous system. So we feel a little calmer then, but then we go back to same old, and don't address the underlying emotions. So this is an invitation of curiosity. So the card reads, our emotions are there for a reason to help us safely navigate changes in our inner and outer environments. So the practice we'll do today is return to your body and breathe fully to make space for whatever you're feeling. Treat your emotions like guests, welcome them all, and what thoughts and needs are underlying your emotions. Take one action to attend to these needs. So let's use this time together to let go of any rushing, of judging, of expectations. What is going to come up? None of that. Just inviting your mind to be here with your body, with your breath. And let's take a few deep breaths in together, breathing in through your nose and exhaling slowly through the mouth. If it's helpful, letting go a sighing sound. And returning to your intention before we begin. And generally, our intention with these practices is that we may return to our inner knowing so we may see clearly and act intentionally. And today's practice is bringing curiosity to our emotions, befriending our emotions, welcoming them in. So, first, we can just take a few breaths at your normal pace to just stabilize the mind, using the breath as an anchor. So, letting going of any kind of doing, striving, and allow your body and your mind to just rest in this awareness of the breath moving in and out of this body at its own pace. Just starting to feel the breath in one place, maybe your nostrils, So just sensing the touch of the breath in the nostrils, or if you feel prefer to feel the breath in your heart region, just staying there. And from this place of direct connection with your breath, with your body, inviting that gentle curiosity and opening of the mind and heart towards the emotions that are present for you right now. So simply acknowledging, naming them without getting lost in them, just like opening the door to receive the emotion that's there, present before you. And maybe even looking a little deeper what may be there, if anything, underlying that emotion that's there. Is there anything else that wants to speak to you, that wants to be heard, to be seen? And the way we practice curiosity and mindfulness is not with a cognitive mind necessarily, but it's more of an embodied experience of the body, embodied experience of the body where you're really staying connected with your body, with your breath. Is there any tension you're holding? Or maybe there's just gratitude and peace. So just staying in your body, what is calling your attention today? And then meeting the emotion underlying that bodily sensation with curiosity. And taking a few moments to listen within to your emotions, whether they're pleasant, unpleasant, neutral. Just listening to the inner dialogue, the thoughts underlying that emotion. And it's like you're meeting an old friend. So, what is this old friend here to tell you? Whether it's about grief or sadness, joy, gratitude, whatever's here, meeting your friend with an open mind and heart. And even as we end this practice together, what is one way you can continue to befriending your emotions, to nurturing your emotions? And based on what you heard, what is an unmet need or what needs support today? And is there anything you can do to attend to your needs, even in the midst of the craziness, and whether it's work or life or the world or just the holidays? Um, just seeing what is one way you can keep returning to yourself as well, bringing that gentle curiosity. What do I need? What emotions are present? What are they telling me? How can I attend to the needs that I have? And when you feel ready, if you'd like, you can share your experience, your questions, or even your commitment to yourself. What is one small shift you can make today based on our practice today for emotions are my friends? And I'm curious what emotion showed up for you today. For me, the first emotion was gratitude for this practice. And even though there's a lot happening in the lives of people I love, and there's a lot of uncertainty, and that brings a lot of uncertainty, can feel scary. There's fear, there's sadness. And but this practice gives us access to that inner strength and inner wisdom to see that all of life, whatever we're going through, and I'm not talking about extreme suffering in the world, but just in the day-to-day lives that the suffering we go through, it is there to teach us something. Places where we are grasping, places where we've been blind, places where we've lost empathy for ourselves, for each other. So, all of what we experience in life is just to help us return to that inner knowing of who we are as human beings and live from that place of intention, clarity. So, that's the wisdom that came to me today with this practice. And I'm curious if anything showed up for you. What emotional emotions did you welcome? And any one practice you're going to take with you today? I will be sharing this recording on Sama Life under micro practices, and we can continue the conversation there. But I'm happy to stay for a few minutes. If you have any question about this practice, how to practice curiosity towards our emotions, or if you want to share one small shift or commitment to yourself today, feel free to leave that as a message. Otherwise, I thank you for your practice. And we can formally end with, again, carrying forward this intention. May our practice be for our benefit and for the benefit of all beings. Thank you. I will not be here for Christmas, or I think the rest of this week, as I'll be traveling, being with family. And so I wish you all a fulfilling time, a meaningful time with your loved ones, with yourself. And I will see you on Monday. Until then, stay summer.